labeled as drug protector, which I jokingly, from being addict, I have now been promoted to protector. What is also consoling that I have not become a pusher and a drug lord. So that's always been my continuous view, together with my team, Vice Mayor now, Acting Mayor Edgar Labella, that we are very much supportive to the relentless drive of our President against drugs. And, of course, we've always maintained to be law-abiding citizen and very much resolved in standing by the rule of law. So I wish wherever they ask me to be at, I am very much eager knowing where to go to clear the air of doubt, to clear whatever doubts, to clear whatever accusation being leveled to me, so that justice and truth will prevail. Because we know very well God is what we have invoked in our presscon, and He is the truth. And when we fight for the truth will set us and set me free. God bless Cebu City and God bless the Philippines.
Mayor, those who are named are given to
Whether it was addressed including the protectors as being alleged, or it was good for the men in uniform. Because as of now, I'm asking my son, Mikel, and even guided by my Vice Mayor now, Acting Mayor Edgar Labella, who is here, as to what's next. But what is next in my schedule is actually to continue with my very important activity today, which I have been invited at Seaside with the Oasis of Love. That's why I thank God that while this thing was coming out, there's also another spiritual that has been a part of what I ought to do today. So, of course, I would like to emphasize very well that the President did not make any conclusion. He might be wrong and he might be mistaken. And I thank the President for making that statement. I shared because I have known some mayors who are incumbent, but I do not know how they've been put in the picture. But I can only speak for myself, being referred as ex or former. So it was not an easy thing for us to receive it. But somehow, as a leader, what should I do? Run away when it's not true? But as a leader of Team Rama, I'm happy with the captains in the barangays who are all here. Can you raise your hands, please? They're all here. And can you be at the back so that you will be seen? Because I need them, please, at the back. Don't be worried about your face. You're not being labeled as protector anyway. And the Vice Mayor, please. In fact, the Vice Mayor just came from his exercise. Now the Acting Mayor. And then Councilor, the other councilors who are here. So, ladies and gentlemen, maybe you want to ask other matters in relation to this.
Mayor, wala plano maging atubang sa Presidente, Mayor?
You know very well, I've been wanting to see the President long time ago pa. I've been trying to connect. Bonko was being aware. Michael Dino, likewise, being aware. Because we have already decided, all of us, including the barangays, who majority of them, that we will be joining the PDP Laban. That was already our covenant. But first, we need to see the President. But what I have been met is this saddening pronouncement.
Sir, siya una mo reaction ni Rama, pagkaibaw ni mo, disagreement, pagkaibaw ni mo, nagkamonitor ba ka sa pamahayag nila sa Presidente?
I was having a very sound sleep. Very sound sleep. And then a door was being knocked. And obviously, people and friends and families followed. And as I said, it's already in my restatement. It's a saddening.
Mayor, as a lawyer, what if Ano take a legal action considering that he named you without laying down the evidences?
I don't have to think about it now because having to file a case and then being supported to the drive, I mean, it does not make any sense at all at this point. My wish and my prayer, together with the party, that this matter should first be settled. And I would wish also furthermore that having had all those names being enumerated, that me being a part, I'm taking this as a challenge. Legalities is not what is the priority for me now. What is the priority is don't hurt further my family.
Sir, do you have any idea why your name came up on the list?
You want to know? I mean, you've been already following what has been going on. You remember that? I was just playing basketball with a person called Tata Negro. And Tata Negro was about to reveal, just like Jaguar. But what happened to both of them? They're all dead. Now, I do not have to add more because there were uniformed men that has been also uprooted and even assigned to Timbuktu. And how could I be a protector when the past years that I have been the mayor, 2 of my regional directors were removed. 4 of my chief of police were removed. So, how can I be protecting, if ever there is such a word as protector, when I do not have much control on the police? So, that leave further discussion.
How will you clear your name, Mayor?
How will I clear my name, my heart, and my mind? Of course, it's very clear. Precisely the reason why I need to know what's next after going to the church. Because if they want to see me, or I want to see them, there are things that I would like to ask. Because if you're a protector, who am I protecting?
So do you feel this is political motivation, especially that?
You know, it's been already too much of being persecuted politically. So I cannot anymore discount that this is again part of my buhing kalbaryo.
Mayor, ba ka mabalak ka sa imong seguridad considering nga gitag ka as protector?
You know, I can go out without any security. I can drive alone. I just need your prayer. Why will I have to be watching? That only will bring that I am afraid. Second, why will I be into protecting? That will only bring people to be suspecting that indeed I may have some worries. I don't have any qualms. The vice mayor, the mayor acting knows me too well. I've been 24 years in public service. Never my cup of tea is promoting drugs. I have been as mayor, been directing Edgar as PCAC chairman. Gar, look for the head of the drug lords, run after illegal gambling, and more particular, there was a point when I said, look for Jaguar. So, if you want me to walk alone and take a taxi or jeep, I don't mind. When I entered politics, that's part of it. That's the hazard. Now, if they want to kill me, I'm a gunner. Who is going to kill me? So that's my point. I have offered myself very clearly. This is the house that taught me all values. Public service above self. That's why your coverage now will cover all. My members used to be with the Philippine Councilors League all over the country. My members, the vice mayors all over the country, and my colleagues in the Mayors League. I don't know if they overheard that I have become an addict, but I am not. It was your interview last time I had that you made your description. I do not want to enumerate. Second, the more I cannot be a pusher, the worse I cannot be a drug protector. And it becomes dismally unimaginable if I will become a drug lord. And I want to serve to the best of my ability, so help me God. With the Ten Commandments, Salus Populi is Suprema Lex, Vox Populi or Vox Dei, the voice of the people is the voice of God. And the golden rule, do not do unto others which do not want others to do unto you. Anything more?
Mayor, sibaw kayo ang sa nakalabay mong adlaw sa mga ang pangalan ni Mayor Smenia mo inaa sa lista. In fact, si Mayor Smenia, niangkod siya nga base naa siya sa lista gito. Then karon pagawas ang imo mga ano ni
Nindot siya nga input John kay mismo gali sa resulta sa eleksyon. Mura man ang akong boto na padung niya, ang iyang boto na padung nako. Ang kang Edgar siguradong iya yun na. Mapita na ako election protest because that election protest will unravel and cover the shenanigans that have been committed during that time. Because all indications, we all ought, especially mga konsyel taugta. So, nindot na imong gisulti. Basig na pariha. I wish it's not switching.
Mayor, how do you differentiate the situation this time that the President named you as compared to the time when it was only Mayor Tomas Osmeña who accused you of being a drug protector?
At first, it was localized. Now it is nationalized. Then third, it becomes internationalized. So the coverage is so wide. But I'm now being heard, and this is very good. This is going to be a medium that will guide all, that will bring you some lessons. And I wish how I'm handling this will also provide you some guidance. Because if I'm going to ask you the same question, naghanap ba kayo mo, laylayan niya yung tubag. You just imagine, I was born with my parents, nurtured, and what's over, grew up with values, clearly with direction, then decided to be where I am, following the footsteps not of an addict, but of a statesman, Don Vicente Rama. And eventually, I ended up a lawyer with a desire to be an officer in the administration of justice. Then came offering myself in 1992 as what? A public servant. And public service above self. That has been our dictum as president of the Philippine Councilors League, and then expanded as president of the Vice Presidents League. And then some of you, many of you, voted for me with Edgar in 2013. Now elected twice as mayor and won. But you know what I said? I have a protest. And I ended up being a drug protector. That's why I thank my parents. I thank my brothers. I thank my mayor and the rest who believe in me, including George Chang, who's with me as my informal chief of staff. So, my dear friends, Joy and the rest and all of us,
Mayor,
you can just imagine, put yourself here. What will you be feeling?
your mayors Espinosa and other mayors have surrendered na kang Presidente Duterte mo kita diri sa atong balik.
When you talk about surrender, you have committed. But if you're being invited and you get yourself to be there to talk with him, why will there be surrender? Surrender will only mean you have committed. But if you're mentioned and there is no conclusion and there is even possibility it's a mistake, I will offer myself to visit whatever offices, including the president. I am always at his beck and call.
Do you have any plan, Mayor, when?
After this, I'll go to seaside. Then I'm asking my staff, my son, and even the vice mayor, if it takes me to see whoever I'm going to see. I do not have a helicopter because I am not a drug lord. I do not have a jet plane. So I will just have to buy a ticket in an ordinary accommodation. I just want to know where. I do not know really actually now because I was following with the statement. I think the 24 hours was it to the protectors, and even the protectors, I do not know if there was a statement kung conclusive ba or baka revalidated pa.
So
Okay.
24 years of public service, is this what you consider the biggest blow negatively in your career?
I'm not saying, you know, when you say blow, as if you have committed something. Only a challenge and part of the struggle. And, you know, I've always had a lot of struggles. Maybe God will always be there because there is a big mission ahead. Maybe I have to be a part of this so that the whole world will hear me and the whole nation will hear me and the whole members of the Duterte's administration will likewise hear me, and most especially the president, because I think the president knows our family. He may have been just into these documents. That's why I ask and I request, I want to see the document so that I can answer. Am I correct, Philip Zapra, the
Yes,
head
Mayor.
of the ABC? Because I owe it to them. I owe it to the Filipino people and to the Cebuanos.
You think, Mayor, the President was just ill-advised, Mayor,
About what?
about this whole thing?
I'm not there
You being
to...
a drug protector.
He will...
He was just ill-advised.
I do not want to make any conclusion because he is the president. He is presumed to do what he ought to know. And he is presumed to have exercised a duty. That presumption is regularity. I do not want to cast any.
Do you think the President is wrong, including you being a
If you're asking me, I can never be a drug protector. So wrongly, if ever I'm there, it's not the president who made a mistake. The one who placed it there.
What is your message to the president?
I love him. Because he loved the country, I love him. But of course, we need to love. And with that love, we should also be loving all, regardless who.
Mayor, as previous mayor sa city, nabay intelligence na nakabot mo man na aking mga dating mga drug lords there sa Cebu. And if given a chance ng president, would you...
You know, I'm a lawyer. I was not being a part of an agency that will bring me to be getting all of this, because that belongs to an agency, and these are all classified matters that even mayor may have access at all. Kita ka ang mga gipangita, you know, that's all about. Now, if you're talking about insinuation, as a lawyer, you should not also insinuate. Kaya na may presumption gudong. Now, there's always such a thing as, before you condemn, you must hear. And before you conclude, you must give them a chance also to present themselves. That is always very much enshrined in the Constitution. Lisod kayo, mingon ta, pataka latag sulti niya, what I basis. Right now, I don't have any document that I will tell Mr. Tapulano is drug lord, Mr. Tapulano is drug lord. Wala ko na. Ilahi man ang sit-up na to karon. Philippine National Police belong to the national. Inigabot din sa mayor at that time, maglalis pa. Huwag mo kabantayan na. Maglalis pa. I have to insist that we have the so-called operation, supervision, and control. And in between, there is a gray area. So as of now, I cannot be talking about specific name. I might name Tampulana or Tampulano, and he will end up like me.
Sir, napila pa nga ni Colonel Bong Santander. Sir.
That's why I felt, you know, I felt really, because Bong has been a charter week, awardee. Number two, I mean, from my point of view of knowing Bong, nanay amahan na isuon nga pulisan. I don't know kung naabay ginganlan o uncalled for behavior ni Bong, huwag masako magsunod-sunod ni Bong, but in my own personal knowledge and having in contact with Bong all the time, I remembered he's doing fine. Right now, why was he being promoted if he is deserving of being where he is right now? Mabito na nga ganahan kumutanaw sa mga dokumento ha. That's it. Because if I recall, makita bitaw doon ninyo, panahon na, sa mga drama ato, Romana is a drug protector. That's why he has to be released. Buenape has to be transferred so that the people can come in. Kappa has to be brought so that the people can come in. And then Betincela has to be removed so that the people can come in. So who is handling the peace and order? Directly. Ikuha mo, it's DILG, the Office of the President, and whoever are very much liberal in personality at that time. Next.
What have you done, Mayor, in your 6 years, 6 years nga as a mayor? What have you done to curb illegal drugs?
So, you better ask Edgar and you better ask Joy, because there are records. They were there already. Joy from 1998 to 2000. Yeah, Edgar until today. You know, talking about, wow, when we give all this sakyanan, etc., 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 you know, they have Monday sa Pika, they run after the video carrera. And then there was such a time when I became the acting mayor, we arrested the number one wanted. So, you know, it would not be fair also that during that time we did not do anything. Okay? What else?
Mayor, personally, do you know Mayor Espinosa Olvera?
I just know him when I was asked with Vice Mayor Ongab, and then I was being directed from the National Secretary that there is going to be a candidate who will carry UNA. So, I just raise your right hand and repeat after me. Plain and simple. So, what will that be a connection with? When you probably you want to ask, have I been there in that place? No. Next.
Tungod daw ko no mayor ang friendship niyo ni Salvera Mayor.
Friendship.
Kay mo
Do we embrace each other?
Wala katong drug lord nga naa sa hipon mo mayor.
I have no, sa tinuuray, I didn't even know, nobody told me that that fellow is a, so therefore, why should it be connected to me? It's the most unfair when I only, just like anyone, mabita na nga luig ka ng uban, nagpakudak ni na police, then they will end up na police. Kakuha mo, pasabot na ko. But, you know, accusation should be with connection. Accusation should be with basis. There's no basis at all.
Mayor, klaro na ako dismayado ta sa pagka-appeal sa ngalan ni Sir Bong ni Santander.
Why, dili mo dispanado? Isa Cebuano. You know, a Cebuano being involved, a man with an award, I think he should also be interviewed. Kaya wata ka siguro, gahilak to si Bong. May mangko, anad mangko aning tanog mga taong gahilak. Next.
To be hear from Vice Mayor and maybe ang Presidente sa ABC, sir.
How to Vice Mayor? Acting Mayor. Kasi mong take any Vice?
Well, of course, I'm deeply saddened. I've known Mayor Rama. I've known him and his family to be God-fearing, God-loving, and law-abiding citizens. So I am deeply saddened. But anyway, as what President said, that he just read the list given to him, and he's going to validate it. And in fact, if I'm not mistaken, although I have not heard the President, there was like a mention in a statement when he said, I could be wrong. So that let's just give it to him. It was a list just given to him. And that list could come from anyone or anybody else. And I think the mayor should see the president. The mayor, I think, because the president said it was just a list given to him and I could be wrong. But if you ask me on a personal note, I've known Mayor Mike Rama to be a law-abiding citizen. Person shocked, I could not believe it.
Yes, we share the same sentiment with the acting mayor. Kami mismo, we're shocked and we're saddened about all of this. And I know Mayor for so long a time. I've been working with him as his chief of staff. And this is too much. No? We don't believe this. The mayor is very good. As vice mayors have said, he's got feeling. He knows what he's doing, and we know, that's why we are here, all of us here. We came here all the way to express our support to our mayor, because we know fully too well what gives siya involvement and illegal drugs. So, we will continue to support the campaign of the President on the fight against illegal drugs. In fact, as ABC President, we have a series of command conference with the station commanders and in fact with the regional director of the PNP. Nothing in our conversation nga nigawas gyud ang ni Mayor Mike Rama. In fact, bitaw na nga siya ni encourage gyud namo nga mo come out in the open kay klaro naman na-define naman para namo na-define na ang parameters kung si kinsay among duulan kay kaniadto magpadagan namin kung kinsa pulis among duulan karon with the serious declaration or campaign sa presidente nga tan-aw na mo klaro kada kaayo ang direction sunod tuo mi nga panahon na ron nga musuporta ta kay klaro na ang kapulisan. So that's why nangayo gyud mi sa blessing ni Mayor Mike Rama iya may gitagaan gyud sa tanang blessing. Kay kung drug protector pa or involved pa si Mayor Mike Rama ana di siya tugot namo ani nga dapita. So kami usbon ko we believe in Mayor Mike. Dako akong salig ni Mayor Mike kung malampasan na ni natong tanan kay kining tanan nga naabot sa presidente para namo dili gyud tinuod.
Sir, considering ba nga kadoon lang barangay elections, di ba kani maka-apekto sa atong pag-elect or sa atong mga ni Rama, sir?
Ultimately, gamito ni nila. But our conscience is clear, as I've said. Serbisyo na ni ngamuha. O niya, kung mao man kay ni ilang buhaton, then we leave it to the people to decide. Kay mismo ang mga tao sa among kabarangayan, ba kung sikin sami, kung unsami. No? So, tanan among itugyan sa katawan, itugyan namo sa kitasan.
Mayor Rama, si Mayor Media sir, ingon nga kung doon ako ni Dudahan Lord, ikaw na sir, kaysa unong ka to, ikaw ay mayor sir, dili man siya.
Di na nato ng punan ng istorya kay sa unong katuig, ba't wala ko nisulti kanina, pila ka bog chief of police, kipangkuha nila, kung pila ka bog regional director lang ipapahawa. So, muna yung maka-explicar nga, ang mga tao, with respect to peace and order, hasta mga pulis naglibog. So, ilan kami istorya nga. Kay, muna iyang direkta, ito wagtangon ng istorya. Kaya ang topic is, am I a drug protector?
Mayor, how serious drug problem sa Cebu?
It's serious as everywhere. You can see how many thousands all over. As the president was saying, how many drug dependents? Millions? Have you not been covering it? And it's all over. So Cebu City is not being scared. It's all over.
Mayor, may I be allowed to say something in connection with the fight against illegal drugs, being the chairman previously of PCAP? That there is even statistics that during the year 2014, statistics will show that in the fight against illegal drugs through bypass operations, what the city accomplished in 6 months would be comparable to the 3 years that they only accomplished during their time. And that statistics will show that what we accomplished in the 6 months in the 2014 is comparable to the 3 years that they had in the previous years.
Nang iyang pasabot, besag na ay mga intervention na ninguha yun ang pulis, bisag naglibog usahay ang pulis sa sigig usab-usab o chief of police. And still, with our tandem, Edgar as the chairman sa PICA and me as the mayor, we have accomplished much.
And the fight and the bypass operations.
In the bypass operation.
Mayor, if they file cases against you, if they find probable cause and file cases against you?
I don't even have to see that thing. That there will be probable. Perhaps I will be the one to be filing cases, whoever have made all these things in the public. Because I want to see first, question lagi, if I am being referred as drug protector, who is that drug lord? Yes, because when you are a drug protector, that means you are agreeing, and who is the drug lord? Number two, who are these? Manay mga gingalan no, drug protector mga ka, na kay tutehan nga drug lord. Next.
Nagkaroon na to sir, Team Rama sir, matay, ano yung mga allegations sa ganito. Boy, ang Team Rama.
Mabitaw natin din yun, sa Imos, in Twitter. We are still all alive, and being alive, and see all of you, amanay in English, the wicked flee, but the innocent is as bold as a lion. That's the reason why I'm here. At the same time, Dr. kung nag-itubang ninyo, naligo ko, nagpakumot. So that, inikita niyo na ako, I am very much ready and very much unafraid of any accusation.
So, hindi kayo may patunon si Mupapa sir, possible mga legal na.
For now, ato lang tanawon sa dagan, importante kay makibawtag more information because all the information that we have was based on katong makita kita sa actual video, sa transcript sa video kung sa giingon. So kana better if our party will be able to confront those documents, make basis for that list, and of course kanang say basis ana na list. So first we have to have more information on that.
Okay, mo final message, Mayor.
Final message. Let the truth speak. And the truth can only be there in the surface if we all believe in God. And that's why God be thy glory. And us, and especially me, because I'm always a believer. Klaro man ako ang pagtuo sa Ginoo. Ang uban, mutano na gali ka sa Ginoo. Ang sitwasyon ako. So, ampo gyapon, ampo. Kining ampo amay kumo. Kung ato ning inisugod sa tabado. Muna palihog mga katawhan, atong iampo ang atong nasod. Atong iampo ang atong syudad. Sabaw pagyod atong iampo ang atong presidente. Unya kining mga uban na nangaabot taon sa ilang mga ngan. Bandi ako amigo. Imagine, mayor sa Iloilo. Dungan niya na, konsihal, busy mayor, si Jed Mabilog. Ito na ito sa gipil sa niya, pero iyaman na napita diha. But I share with them, and I share, including the uniform men, ilang mga pamilya, ilang mga kaila. Mga mga katawhan, tabangi mig ampo, tabangi kong ampo, na body and soul intact. Tabangi ampo among Team Rama. Kining Team Rama, may laing tumong ni, murag yun ang pagserbisyo, kutob sa among mahimo, sa kaayuhan sa atong katawhan. Maayong udto kaninyong tanan. God bless.